Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. I am working on photos from my trip to Springfield, Illinois. And this was once I had arrived in Springfield, really close to the train station is the old train station, which is right here. And you can see it says the history of Union Station. And look how beautiful it is. I'm kind of disappointed actually that Amtrak does not use this. They use this very sort of nondescript, not visually interesting building. I would have much rather have come into this station instead. But now I think it's like private offices and I think you can rent it out maybe for receptions or something. But this is much more beautiful. And so I took some time to kind of walk around the outside. I did try to go inside because it said you can sometimes, but all the doors were locked. So sadly, I did not get to see the inside, but I enjoyed the outside. And then I just took a picture of the history that was listed because I did find that interesting. So all three of those, my plan is they will go in the top pocket and I will have a photo flip, which I already have one made ready to go. So that's fine. And then I need a card for down here because I don't have anything and I think I want a journal. I don't know that I have to simply because I have this. So it really depends on the card I find. And then of course I have to embellish. In looking at all of this, I'm thinking that for a card, I would consider blue, kind of this lighter, almost sage green, and then maybe like a tan because I've got some brown happening. So I have pulled out my cards where it's the sort of the back half of the rainbow. I've got blue through black, and then I've also got multicolored cards. So I'm going to look through those and just see if there's anything in there that I like for these colors. I think I have found the card I want to go with, and it's not quite what I expected. I think I'm going to go with this one. I had it in my multicolor section, and I like it because it's got blue in it, it's got the green, it's also got this kind of corally color, and that is in there as well. And I've decided because I do have all this, I don't need a journal, really. And I like that it says let the adventure begin because this was the first thing that I saw / did once I was actually in Springfield. So I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And I don't know if I'm going to embellish this in any way or just leave it. I may leave it because with these photos, there's definitely room for me to do something up here. This I'll leave alone, but then here, I got a lot of dead space there. I can do something with that. So I think no embellishments here and they'll all happen up top. In my bag of green travel ephemera, I found a couple of things. Not as many as I thought I would have, but I found a few. These are what I have. And mainly these are just kind of, stick them on, maybe stamp something in there. They're not too exciting. This one, though, I do think that I could use here because there's just enough space. It's a little bit too big for this one unless I cover up the flag, which, it's fine, but I feel like it just naturally fits better here. But that I could write Union Station and the date because I haven't done anything really yet to show the date of this morning because I flew in the night before. So that I think that would be okay. So I'm probably going to use that there. But then for here, I'm not really crazy about either of these. It's like, what do I do with this? This is just a little, visual embellishment, but it doesn't really add anything. This gives me a little bit more to work with, and I could cut off more on the edge to make it fit there. So I'm not opposed to that, and that's how it would look with this. I think it looks fine that way, so I certainly could do that. But I really was looking for, something with a little more oomph, something. So I'm not ready to commit to these yet. I want to keep looking to see if I can find something better. I figured I might as well just do this part now since I know I'm going to use it, and I'd rather write on it now than before, after I attach it, because then if I screw it up, I gotta pry it up again, and sometimes that doesn't work. So I'm just going to do it now. So I'm just going to do Union Station. And then this was, squish it in there. This was 9/1 23. All right, so that's pretty simple. So then I can just attach it here and I will be good to go for that one. All right, so I decided to just attach the back photo in there because I had it ready to go. So why not? So I have that in there. But I haven't found anything else that I like for this top photo. So I've decided to go into my miscellaneous chipboard here and just start taking out stuff and seeing, is there anything that's in the color I need that might be appropriate. I don't even remember all what's in here, if I'm honest. Sometimes I gotta be real, like I forget that it's there because it's not right in front of me on my desk. It's off to the left, like way in the corner, and so I kind of forget about it. Does that happen to you? So I'm just gonna go through here and start looking and see what can I find. Well, sadly, the only thing I found in there really was this. That's the only thing I considered, and I don't really like it, if I'm honest, because it's not really the right green. It's very bright and certainly not the same shade as this. So I think I'm going to end up using this because I really don't have anything else that's jumping out at me. So I'll probably have to cut off a little bit, and then I have to find a phrase that's going to fit in there. So I will go and pull out my travel stamps. I think that I am going to use this little stamp set, and I think this is from Citrus Twist, but don't quote me at that. I'm not positive, but I think it is. I think I'm just going to kind of cop out a little bit. I hate to say it, but I may just use the one that says documented there. It'll fit nicely. It still gives me enough room where I can cut off a little, put in a staple if I want. And I really don't know that I need more than that because all the info is here anyway. I have completed my stamping, and so this is ready to go. I'm just going to put some adhesive on. Oop. All right, and then line it up where I want it. I think maybe like that. Gives me enough room, yeah, to clip off an edge and still do the stamping. Or not the stamping, the stapling. There we go. And I'm going to cut off what's left. That. Let's see. Yep, that's pretty good, I think. All right. And then the reason I did it this way before putting it down on the flip is because I had a feeling I might end up with a staple in there. And so I didn't want everything attached, have this on top, and then be stuck because now I've got to put a staple through it. So now is the time to put this on there. The staple won't harm it, and then this. And then I have to figure out, do I want to have a little tab to indicate that you need to lift up? So that's the last thing I'll need to do. All right, I have that all attached, but I did leave the bottom part adhesive free down here so that I can tuck something under there if I want to, and I think I do want to. And I don't think I want green because I've already used that. I don't want blue, there's a lot. I think maybe a brown. So I need either a tab, a semicircle, I need something for the bottom there. Well, once again, I'm going to change my mind. I thought I wanted the brown, like a tan, but then when I pulled out all of my tabs and I found this one, look how well that matches. And I think it looks really good up here too. It brings out kind of the peach, lighter tones up here. So I think I'm going to use that one instead. I have the tab attached and I just put, a good amount of adhesive on there. If I notice it starts to shift or has a problem, I can always put a staple through it. I've already checked. I can lift up the top of this. It isn't totally adhered all the way to the edge, so I would be able to do that. Quickly put in a staple and then put this back down. So I think I'm in the clear there. But let's put this in the pocket and see what I think of it. So there's that, and then with this flipping up, that's how that looks. Yeah, I think that's done. I don't think I need to add anything else at all. So here's another one finished for Springfield. Thanks for watching.